Machamp is the OG fighting Pokemon. One of the primary reasons to trade back then. A Machoke can only evolve into a Machamp by trading. Nowadays, in Pokemon Champions, as of this video in April 2026, you can pull one from Roster Ranch. Even better, there is a promotion to get a free Machamp until the end of May 2026 for promo code CHAMP10N. It's essentially champion, and you swap out the I and the O for 1 and 0. So does Machamp hold up to the standards of today's VGC? We shall discuss this Pokemon's key points. Unfortunately, only one out of its 3 abilities are usable. That is No Guard. All of Machamp's attacks become 100% accuracy, but in exchange, all attacks done to Machamp will also become 100% accuracy. Despite the meta of Pokemon Champions overrun with Fake Out and Rock Slide for flinching, Machamp cannot make use of the ability Steadfast, which boosts the speed each time the Pokemon flinches. The fastest he can go is 117. And with a +1 speed boost, that's only 50%, meaning it can go about 175. That's not enough to outspeed Sneasler, which reaches speeds of 189, and that's without Unburden. His slowest, however, is 67. Now, it's not Torkoal levels of slow, but he can work better in a Trick Room team. This Pokemon can also take a hit, having a max HP of 197, and defenses, a physical defense of 100, and 105 with 0 investments on both. In metas past, arguably the strongest ability was Guts. It gives Machamp a 50% attack boost while affected by a status condition. This also ignores burn status. The attack reduction of burn status. You still take damage. Back then, Machamp would hold the Flame Orb to burn themselves. This grants a primitive form of immunity to status effects, because you can only be affected by one status at a time. So a burned Pokemon cannot be put to sleep, frozen, nor paralyzed. Unfortunately, as of this video's creation of April 2026, Pokemon Champions does not have a Flame Orb, and might still add it in a later update. This effectively locks Machamp out of his best ability. You can attempt to manually inflict burn status by having a partner Will-O-the-Wisp him, but that has 85 accuracy. Opponents could also put Machamp to sleep before the burn comes in. Following the previous logic of one status effect at a time, that could deny your Pokemon moves for one turn, the one that does the Will-O-Wisp and Machamp himself. So it could get clunky and awkward when trying to force Guts in today's meta. So we have to go with no guard and lean on Machamp's 200 attack when maxed out. The movesets Machamp only has a handful of low accuracy physical moves that Machamp can cheat with no guard. We have Dynamic Punch and Cross Chop as a fighting type stab option. Dynamic Punch being 50% accuracy, but 100% all of the time confuses the target on hit. And Cross Chop having 80% accuracy, but has a higher crit rate. Both these attacks are base 100, which makes it hit hard. We have Stone Edge, which is Cross Chop but rock type for coverage, in case you encounter something that resists fighting but not rock. And last but not the least, we have Mega Kick, a base 120 power normal type move with 75% accuracy. This is less strong in case you encounter something that resists both fighting rock. Maybe it doesn't resist normal for at least a neutral hit. Some other noteworthy moves include Wide Guard and Quick Guard. For newer players, Fake Out and Quick Guard have the same priority, so a Fake Out can go past a Quick Guard if the attacker is fast enough. So don't expect the Machamp to catch a Sneasler with that. It's for more like protecting allies from Extreme Speed, Sucker Punch, Aqua Jet, and Ice Shard. This Pokemon also knows Knockoff to swat away pesky items on Pokemon. Close Combat, if you want a bit more firepower, it has 120 power for stab moves, but you lose 1 defense and special defense, a risky 33% drop. Earthquake, a decent ground coverage move. We people back in the day called it Quake Edge. Stone Edge plus Earthquake. You cover basically all element their attributes for neutral damage. Yeah. Machamp is blessed with 1 priority move, and it's Bullet Punch. Now, because Guts only boosts accuracy, this doesn't go well against Mega Floette. The base power is too small. But if Guts were viable again, like, you know, foreshadowing if Flame Orb comes back, this would make Machamp's Bullet Punch comparable to a Technician's Scissor, minus the 20% from stab, 25% from stab. Essentially, you're better putting off with a Poison Jab if you want to deal with fairies. Just make sure you do it under a Trick Room. Okay? Remember his speed and all. And lastly, Ice Punch for times 4 damage to Garchomp and Dragonite, as well as Grass. Now he has all other elemental punches like Thunder Punch and Fire Punch, but the most relevant is Ice Punch for that coverage. Fighting already covers Steel, Ice covers Grass, so you don't really need Fire. And Electric, well, yeah, you could probably do with the Thunder Punch if you want to threaten Milotic. Yeah, that's all I have. Hopefully you all learned something from this. Maybe you've taken a shine to Machamp, and I will see more of this Pokemon out there. Thank you for watching.